and my fellow Talmidim. I was learning Mishnah Brachot on Shabbat, and I saw something very interesting. It says, Amar Rabbi Elazar ben Azaryah, Amar Rabbi Elazar ben Azaryah, Harei kevin shvim shana, lo zachiti shte'amer yisiat Mitzrayim balelot. We know the famous story of Rabbi Elazar ben Azaryah. He was supposed to replace one of the chief rabbi in the city, and he was scared that he looked young. He was an 18-year-old rabbi, and he was scared that people weren't going to respect him. So he went to sleep that night, and he woke up that morning with 70 rows of white hairs on his beard, and the rabbi said over there, it's a miracle that he grew these 70 strands of white hair. Huh? 18 strands of white on his beard, and the rabbi said it's a miracle there, and he got what he wanted, and now the people are going to respect him because they see a person with white hair on his beard. He looks older, etc. I read a commentary on the bottom. I forgot who it was. And they say that it wasn't a real nes over there. It's not your regular type of nes like Yetziat Mitzrayim, the splitting of the sea. Rather, it was Rabbi Elazar ben Azaryah wasn't a regular rabbi. He used to learn day in, day out. They say without stopping, and the fact that the white hairs came out of his beard was not really a nes. It was just the inside of the Torah that he was learning. He was learning on the level of a 70-year-old man. He had that was his chokhmah was that high that the white hair came out of his beard to portray what was actually coming inside. And I can say today, standing here, I promise you, every face I see, it's different. You see something coming out of it. You see the Torah coming out from the inside. And it's really something that's an inspiration to all of us, and to me at least. And I thank all of you for pushing me this year to become the greatest that I can. I want to also thank my rabbis, Rabbi Potash, Rabbi Salem, Rabbi Adam, Rabbi Avansor, and all the other rabbanim that are here. Really, it's amazing what we were able to accomplish this year. Also, just before I was praying, not coming from a Gavah standpoint or anything, God forbid, I was praying out with my Amidah, and Rabbi Uri came up to me and he said, whatever you're praying for, Hashem should answer you. Why are you telling me that? Because he sees I have a straight connection. I'm talking straight to Hashem. I'm talking straight to Kadosh Baruch Hu. And I have to thank Rabbi Adam for that. Every year, Rabbi Adam. And of course, Rabbi Lanyado. We don't have enough things to give to him, but we owe him everything. My father, a lot of credit goes to him. But first, I want to thank the team of rabbis that is here. All you guys are special, every single one of you, and you brought so much joy to this year to all the boys, and we owe you a lot. Okay, so my main goal this year was to enjoy Torah. I wanted to come in. I wanted to learn how to enjoy it. My father would always come home and he would rave about Torah. He said, I love it. I enjoy it. Gemara is beautiful. I know you don't see it yet, but you'll see it one day. And Baruch Hashem, that day has come. I see it. I enjoy it. I wake up in the morning. I want to go learn. A lot of credit to my morning. I said to the Rabbi Avansor, I owe you a lot. You changed Gemara for me, and I enjoy it now. Thank you, Rabbi. And I also want to say that all of us, all the boys around us, we were like seeds. We were deep in the ground, but through the help of the rabbis, we're sprouting and we're becoming a garden. And let's continue to grow and continue to be beautiful. And the last thing I want to say is, I'm grateful for what Lev has done for me, and I'm very proud to call myself an alumni from Lev Aharon, and to continue on, and love you guys, love you all. And I want to call the next speaker, Joy Ftia.
B'shut Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Lanyado, Rabbi Kamenovich, Rabbi Avansor, Rabbi Salem, and all the rabbis here. I want us to say, I'm feeling mixed emotions over here. Number one, I'm happy. Baruch Hashem, I was zocheh to come in the middle of the year, and I gained a lot. But at the same time, I'm sad because there's so much to do in such a short amount of time. and whatever I had, it wasn't enough. Bezrat Hashem, I'll be a samizvan. I want to first and foremost express gratitude, my hakarat tov, for Rabbi Elazar for taking me in the middle of the year. I came from a hard place. I was in college, and I can tell all of you firsthand experience. It's not a place for a Jew like us to be. There's nothing there. You want to work, you want to make money, go work. I was among the better ones, and still there's nothing. They're all garbage. They don't know. They think they know. They don't know. We have the emet here, Baruch Hashem. We need help. We only look to Hashem. We don't look at what they call educated. It's fake. Baruch Hashem. I was pushing. Really, I was hoping to come at the beginning of the year, but for whatever reason, God decreed that it wasn't the right time for me. I guess He wanted that I should go to that place first, and I ended up coming in the middle of this man. And I took whatever I could. I hope I could say that. Of course, there was more. There's another regret. There's always more to do. Bezrat Hashem, continue growing, continue learning, and we'll all find the ikad. I want to say one thing. Rabbi Elazar, before he gave a nice Divrei Torah about Betzalel ben Uri ben Hur. So yesterday I read in my friend's book a different lesson we can learn. Question is, why does Hashem have to put the name of Betzalel's father? So if the reason that Betzalel was zocheh to be the contractor of the Mishkan because of his grandfather, so why don't you say Betzalel, the grandson of Hur? Why do we need to know his father's name? And he writes over there that it's to teach you that many times Hashem, He wants to give us reward for what we do, but it doesn't come immediately. He waits. And in this case, He waited till the next generation to reward Hur for his power, for his strength, what he did. Moshe Nefesh, he was killed for defending Hashem. And to show you boys, when we go back, that many times you're going to have an isayon, and you're going to be doing something good, and you're going to say, I don't understand. I don't see the reward. I don't see the. Rabbi told me I'm going to be reaping benefits beyond this world. And you have to know that the way Hashem works, sometimes you don't see it right away. Sometimes you'll see it in your grandchildren. But at the end of the day, you have to know what's the emet, that it's going to come. So when the Yetzer Hara is pounding in your brain and he's telling you to go the other way, remember this lesson, that sometimes Hashem, He doesn't come right away, but it's going to come. And for sure, we see from Betzalel that he was zocheh to be, what a tremendous job he had. So, thank you for listening. I want to call upon who wants to speak. Jacob.
What to say, but I'm going to tell you a little something about Torah and Tefillah. So Torah and Tefillah, they're partners. And how is that? We see in Birkot HaShachar it says, V'harev na Hashem Elokeinu et divrei Toratecha befinu, which means, please make the Torah sweet in my mouth. So what does that mean? It means we should make it, a person enjoys his learning only when he enjoys it. If he's forced to do it, or as Jimmy said before, when it's when it's a burden to you, you don't really enjoy it, and you just do it for the rabbi's sake, you do it for your dad's sake, you do it for whoever's sake it is. But when I came here, I didn't really enjoy Torah, honestly. But when I came here, the rabbis told me that you have to have a certain passion for Torah. Whenever anything you do, you always have to have a passion for it. So they taught me really how to really love Torah, and I will never stop loving it to this day. Thank you guys.
Rabbi, just put it by the speaker.
Alright, I didn't prepare anything, but I just want to say thank you to all the rabbis, Rabbi Liniato, Rabbi Amar, for bringing me here. My morning rabbi, Rabbi Sinai, even though, it was hard for me to wake up and everything, but still the best rabbi. Rabbi Adam completely changed my tefillah, I used to, in Amidah, I used to just, try to finish as fast as possible. I had no idea what I was saying, and it wasn't, meaningful. And he completely changed my tefillah. I want to say thank you. Rabbi Dayan also, I don't think he's here, but, he taught me a lot, and, especially in Berachot, I try to say Berachot slowly now, and I understand it better. And Rabbi Salem, of course, the best Parasha and Megillah and everything. And Rabbi Malka, also not here, but he's my night setter. He's the best. And all the boys, best year of my life. Thank you so much. Thank you. Huh? Of course, 100%. Thank you.
Spice. Hold on. Okay. Just put it somewhere.
Alright, we're good? Big ups to Spice. I'd like to thank the rabbis. Thank you so much, Rabbi. Thank you so much, Rabbi. Thank you so much, Rabbi Azaryah. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank my morning Seder Rabbi, Rabbi Resnick. I'd like to thank Rabbi Morgan. Wow, Rabbi Morgan, your Chumash classes are crazy. After every class, I call my parents, call my dad. I tell them what I learned. They think I'm some big chacham now or something. I don't know. They just like it. I don't know. They love hearing it, and it gives me much pleasure to tell them everything I learned from Chumash class. And you really showed me how much Chumash is important to learn, because you learn little things and big things, and you connect different parshiot to different parshiot, different sefers, all those things, and it comes together crazy. And I was learning a book on Shabbat and on Pekudei, and it said, this Forno explains how the Beit Midrash and the Mishkan had basically the same functions, but the Mishkan it never got damaged or torn apart or anything from their enemies or war. And this Forno writes the reason is because for the Beit Midrash they outsource all the buildings, and they asked other countries for help and all those things, and that's why the Beit Midrash got destroyed and all those things, because for the Mishkan, the Jewish people who came together and put those things together, and they all contributed and they all donated. They all had the right heart. They all had the greatest intentions. And the Sephorah goes on to explain that with everything you do, whatever you do, he brings a story about how a rabbi was walking from Yeshiva and he saw these construction workers on the road. They were working. They were just building the road. He asked one guy, why are you working? Why are you building the road? He said, I'm doing it for the money. He asked another guy, why are you working? Why are you building the road? He said, because I want to build up the road. I want to build up Bnei Israel. I want to help them go on their way to Yeshiva. And it gave the rabbis much musar. It showed him that whatever you do, if you just have the purest intentions, even when you go to work, oh no, I don't want to work for money. I want to work so I could build up parnassah for my family. So I could donate to Yeshiva, so I could donate to shul, so I could do it for Hashem. Everything you do, you could just show that with the right intentions, it could all be Kiddush Hashem. And that's what you have to realize. Even the little things you do, walking down the block, walking to shul, waking up, brushing your teeth, going down to shul, it's for Hashem, and that's how you can uplift your life in everything you do in the smallest things. And
I just want to thank my family. I want to thank my dad, my mother, my whole family. Thank you so much for everybody. My brother-in-laws. Nathan? Yeah. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for this great year. B'ezrat Hashem, a comeback summer's man. Yeah. Spice. And thank you so much, guys. And that's it. And next speaker is Big E-Man Puzailov. Yeah.
So really this year, I don't know if I was coming here this year, my whole family, they're like, oh, why do you need yeshiva? We better go work. Why do you need it? It's no point. You better work, make money. And they're like, oh, if you go to yeshiva, you're going to become brainwashed. They're going to turn you into a black cat. You're going to be doing this and that. And I'm like, you know, Rabbi, my dad, I'm like, this is Lev Aharon. This is not something else. And then I realized, halfway through the year, I'm like, you know what, maybe my dad is right. They are brainwashing me, but not in the way you think. Really, they're washing my brain into making me see the truth. And we're not. They watched Lev Aharon. I have to thank all the rabbis. First, I want to start off by thanking Rabbi Susi, my morning Seder rabbi. Without him, I don't even know if I could translate a pasuk by myself. Thank you so much, Rabbi. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in Rabbi Adam's class, who really helped me. My tefillah are like beautiful right now. I can't even imagine. I'm like right in front of God when I'm doing my Amidah. Yeah. And I also want to thank Rabbi Nisim. He's the first rabbi I bumped into. He's the last rabbi, the best. Honestly, can't thank him enough. And of course, I want to thank Rabbi Salem for all the midrashim that he taught me in Chumash. And of course, this yeshiva can't be possible without Rabbi Leniado. I just want to say thank you to all the boys. I had an amazing year. B'ezrat Hashem, we'll see you all summers, man.
Look. Yalla, Luke, let's go.
Hook me up. Yo, what's good, boys? I'm gonna keep it special for you guys, but it's, I didn't really prepare anything, but I'll speak straight from the heart. Alright, a lot of you may not know me so well. I'm the only LA guy here, alright? I came from LA, I was with all the schmutz, I was with all the, making parties, doing parties, and, at first, Rabbi Amar and Leonardo were skeptical of me, didn't really think I'd be a good fit. And for some reason, I don't know what it was inside my heart, I had to fight for it. I just had to fight for it, even though I was stuck deep. I had to fight for it. I had to fight with Rabbi Elazar, with Rabbi Amar. That was a fun 2 weeks, really. I'll never forget that. And
everybody did it twice.
And it's just something in my heart that just made me want to fight and just do teshuvah. And there are some things in my life that I thought I could never come back from, right? But there was one thing that really stuck with me. I heard it out of all the Torah that I've heard. It's a midrash. It's small, but it really stuck with me. When Paro was chasing the Jews, right, from Mitzrayim, and Moshe had to split the sea, right? He was coming in, and once he saw that Moshe split the sea, he chased after them. And when he chased after them, the sea split back, and it killed all of his men. But he closed his eyes, and he had a thought, I believe, of teshuvah, or he said teshuvah for 1 second, and Hashem saved his life. And I said to myself, how the hell would Hashem save? Sorry for using that language, but how on earth could Hashem save a person like that, his life, after he went and tried to kill and wipe out the entire Jewish race? How on earth? It's because Hashem is all merciful. That's who Hashem is. And Hashem loves each and every one of us, and especially that we're Jewish. And I cannot thank Rabbi Niaro enough. I can't thank Rabbi Amar enough. My morning Seder Rebbe, Rabbi Samachov, and of course Rabbi Husman is back. And I can't thank anyone enough. And I love you guys. Live for life.
invite somebody else? Hold on.
What's up, everyone? First person I want to thank is Rabbi Brown. I've never had a rabbi who made me love Hashem more, and I've never seen a happier man in my life. I'm thinking. A few months ago, my mom came to visit, and we went to Tel Aviv for Shabbat, where she grew up. Relax, it was my family. And her like second or third cousin came to see her. Completely not religious woman, completely off the derech. And my mom told her I was switching to a kosher phone, and she started yelling at me. She's like, Hashem loves you anyway, you're stupid, you're wasting your life for what? And I see this woman, she hates her life. She has no clue about anything in the world. And the main difference between us is that I'm religious. So this might have been wrong of me, but I really wanted to just make her angry. So we're on the beach in Tel Aviv, so you know it's gonna wait. Now I'm religious, not before. Wait. So rabbis, close your ears. Please. A woman that was not dressed very proper walked by, and I decided I'm gonna look up instead of looking at her. And she started yelling at me like it was her main goal in life. And I was so happy to make her angry because I know Hashem was happy with what I did. Again, I want to thank all the rabbis here. I don't know what we did to deserve you all. We couldn't, nothing, no one deserves the rabbis like these. And thank you to Rabbi Lanyado for accepting me. Thank you to Rabbi Amar for the whole acceptance process. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Summersman, bitch.
Okay, first, I want to thank Rabbi Lanyado. Thank you so much. I want to thank the rabbi. Thank you, Rav. Thank you. I want to tell you how I got to Lev, right? So last year, at the end of the year, I was talking to His Holiness, the King, Rabbi Nakash, and he told me you should go to Lev. I'm like, no, I don't think Lev is for me. You know, these guys drink, they smoke, they Chaz v'shalom. No, they fight. They're gangsters, right?
The Vay was next door, buddy.
But you forgot to tell me one thing. Is that Lev is a big family. It's a big family. It's a family for life. It's a family for life. And I'll never forget any one of you guys. I want to give a big thank to Rabbi Susi, my morning class. Big thank you to Rabbi Avi Nissim. I still love him even though he's British, you know. UBH, don't. I still love you too. I love you too. I want to give a special thank to Rabbi Amar. Rabbi Amar, thank you so much. Every day reminding me that I look like a pedophile with that French mustache. And thank you everyone. Thank you. Summer's mad, bless you. Yeah.
Dimas, come on. You gotta talk to
I feel like I'm screwed because you guys clipped Toby because he went to Tally. And I'm embarrassed to say that I stuck up to Cyprus the whole year. I was like, yo, like, I'm just coming here. I want to break. I did 12 years of school on Hajj. I want to just chill, you know, enjoy. And we got suspended for a week. And honestly, surprisingly, that's the best thing that happened to me because I was put on probation. And that really gave me a little push and bump to start going to classes and whatever. And looking back, I have to really say, like, it's really like a zechu for me to be a part of the boys and grow. Think about it, just like Super Bowl, like everyone's watching Super Bowl. They're going to parties, they're doing, you know, whatever, they're chilling, I want to drink beer, you know. But what do? We finish Masechet Tamid. And not only that, the kosher phone. It's so there's a lot of challenges for our generation. We have the worst Azaryah ever, and for people and kids in our generation to be on a kosher phone for 6 weeks to 2 months, whatever it was, is probably the most impressive thing. It's really been my privilege to be a part of it, and I want to thank also Rabbi Potash for the incentive. And also even Rabbi Menedjid for all the stuff he does. He gets guys to put on tefillin. It's one of the few most important things. Put tefillin every day, and we have to thank him also. Also the Rosh Yeshiva Rabbi Elazar for all that he does. And I want to say thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Summer's Ban, B'ezrat Hashem.
Order the table.
Sorry about that.
All good. Wow. Behind the chandelier. I don't have a tie. First thing, I'd like to say thank you to Rabbi Elazar. Thank you for everything. The best rabbi.
Thank you for the coffee.
Every morning, any rabbi who wants coffee, come up to me. I'll make you a fresh coffee. Rabbi Brown. First time I heard about Lev, I heard it was the biggest party school, craziest thing. You come there, you're just partying a full year. So my mom told me, like, I want you to go to yeshiva where there's not so many kids and you just have like a one-on-one with a rabbi and learn. And I'm like, I'll do it, but I want to be with my friends. My mom's like, okay, whatever you want, go to Lev, try to get in. I got in very late. Thank Hashem I'm here. But I didn't know that I would have such a strong relationship with every rabbi. The ones I don't have, the rabbis I do have, every single rabbi gives you a smile and cares for you. I like to thank Rabbi Franco for teaching me every morning. I don't know if he's here right now. One of the best rabbis. I don't know how
Hashem put me in his class, but it was a perfect match with Rabbi Franco. Went every morning to his class, taught me the craziest things. Thank you to Rabbi Brown for just being a G. Best rabbi. Of course, thank you to Rabbi Nisim, Rabbi Abe Nisim. I'm still not sure what we're learning in the class, but it always goes to a topic and it just changes your life. Everything. Every word that comes out of his mouth teaches you something. Thank you to Nigga Mike for taking me to the kotel every Shabbat. The best. Craziest thing. Thank you to Rabbi Uri. Just giving me a smile every time I see him. And just thank you everyone for just becoming my friend, everything. I didn't know half everyone here, and now I have such a close connection with the most random people I've never known before. Summersman, of course. I'm trying to convince for Shana Bet. All right.
Azar Baruch, beautiful. Noah Koren, let's go, step up. We've all been waiting.
Like you all know,
what is this?
Noah Koren is very shy. So please, give me your attention. A little hard to hear.
Very hard to hear me.
You're not comfortable with it?
I don't know what this is.
It's just recording it.
So, I firstly want to give a very, very, very big thank you to the Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Elazar. He stuck with me from the beginning. We had some challenges, but now it was all good. I want to give another very big thank you to Rabbi Amar, who is the biggest legend, who's had my back from the very beginning. I love him. There's one rabbi who we haven't mentioned, who I think who puts his heart and soul to all the boys. He gives passion like no, I've never seen anything before like it. But to Rabbi Landesman! Yeah, Rabbi! Whoop, whoop, whoop! And Rabbi Landesman. Rabbi Landesman. Oh, diggity. Now, I also want to give a very big thank you to Rabbi Potash, to Rabbi Adam, to all my rabbis, Rabbi Beanstalk, and to all the rabbis who have helped me. This year's been very kind of bumpy because of different things, but thank God I'm now here today standing by the Rosh Yeshiva, and I can proudly say that I've grown into a much better person who I didn't see before coming, but thank God I am where I am today. Thank God. I just want to say thank you to all the rabbis I haven't mentioned. I've had the most fantastic year. I love all the boys, every one of you. They're all amazing, and you should all have blessings of galore, and all the rabbis to have all the blessings they need, and all the kids and everyone. I love you boys. Have a good one.
I didn't have a room, so to come here, so I was like thinking, maybe I'll go to Piazzi, it'll be a little more Jewish, a little bit more better learning, I came back from Rabbi Nakash's class. We almost finished the entire Ta'anit. We did finish the whole Ta'anit, and I was like, I want something more serious. But then I went up and I asked Rabbi Nakash, where should I go? He goes, go to Lev. I'm like, yeah, fine. I'll go to Lev. So I came to Lev. I bunked with a bunch of random Florida kids, Deal kids, and Toby, which best decision of my life. Yeah, Toby. But so I came here, right? And also they put me in Rabbi Amateur's class. Best decision that I thank the yeshiva for ever making. I came to Rabbi Amateur, and all of a sudden we're learning regular, this and that. And all of a sudden he says, all right, buy the red book. An extra $13, we're going to the back of the book. I've never been there before in my life. I have no idea what these small letters are.
anything, these 16 letters on top of the Gemara. I'm like, what is this? He goes, what do you mean? It's Mefarshim. I'm like, there's more questions in the Gemara other than Rashi and Tosafot? I didn't even know what they were. I have no idea. And I might not have come to the classes a lot, but for the classes I've been to, it was amazing. And I actually understood it, and I thank you so much, Rabbi. And from that, we had the what do you call it? The dinner with the fundraisers for the other school. They got a lot of money, and the guy goes, we donated to Black Hat Yeshiva, and everyone started laughing. But if you actually think about it, we actually do learn like a Black Hat Yeshiva. We learn every single day, 2 hours a day, 2.5 hours a day. We have Rabbi Chumash, Rabbi Salem teaching us Mefarshim on the Chumash, which is, I don't even know Fiyazi or even Mikdash even learns this stuff. It's crazy. And then we go, we chill. You have Rabbi Ishai, I have Rabbi Chuj. We go and we chill on a deep level, connecting, And afterwards we have Rabbi Morgan teaching us halachot and Rabbi Sinai teaching us daily halachot that we need for our lives. This is a school that sets you up. This is a school that you actually need, and when you go back home, it sets you up. You have the halacha, you have the ways to learn with your rabbis, you have the chumash, that you actually love the Torah, and you actually know what you're reading every Shabbat. It's amazing. So I'd like to thank Rabbi Elazar, all my rabbis that I have, all the rabbis I met, and thank you so much. Thank you.
Beautiful. Let's go, Gabi, get up here. Anybody who has requests, you can send it to me on a message or email.
And he needs the mic. And he needs the mic.
Yeah, it's better.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I'd rather not use the mic. Can you guys could all hear me?
No, you have to use the mic.
I don't. Baruch Hashem, I think my voice is loud enough. You guys can hear me? Okay, so Baruch Hashem. Hashem, please put the right words in my mouth to inspire you all. So I just want to start off by saying something I saw a few months ago that till this day had such a profound impact on what the Musar I get out of it, that it really just changed the way I see things. And it was such a simple thing. It was this little kid, he found some candy on the table and he put it in his mouth, and then his father just came to him. I saw it first, and his father came to him and he said, no, you can't eat it. And the kid was not even 1 or 2 years old, and he just took it out and threw it out. And Musar that it hit me. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is all of us. And I realized something so special. We all are that little kid, We all had that little piece of candy put in our mouth. We all tasted something, We all had that juicy flavor, whatever you want to call it, to your own, everyone to their own. And our Father in Shemaim told us, no, not for you. And we took it out of our mouth and we put it down on the table. And we show Hashem that even though it's so sweet and we want it so bad, and we're all the circumstances meet, we're willing to spit it out, because that's what your Ratzon means. And the Beit Midrash is paralleled with our body, and the part that corresponds to the Mizbeach is our heart. And every single time you guys have a certain situation in your hands where you're Misrur Nefesh, or you're willing to give up something for Hashem, you're bringing a Korban in the Mizbeach. If we don't even understand what that means, that you have something you want so badly in any certain aspect, and you give it up for Hashem, you're bringing a Korban Mizbeach, and the Nachat Ruach you give to your Father is unparalleled with anything. And the only thing these speeches are beautiful, and this moment is very special, but the only thing that's powerful enough to keep us going, because this moment of inspiration doesn't last, Many people have stood up here, many people have given speeches, but it doesn't last. It's discipline and learning Torah, The Torah is the bridge between us and the Kadosh Baruch Hu. The speech it expresses your essence. We all have our essence and what's within us, but speech is what you express that with one another. One of our rabbis taught me that we all have, Hashem has His infinite light, and how He expresses that through us. The physical manifestation of that is the Torah in this world. So when we're learning Torah, you think we're just doing something stam. We don't understand we're doing this. Hashem's a burning fire of Kiddusha, and you're learning His word. And what do you think that does to yourself inside? You can't see it, but you see this TV, you see all what's on it. Nothing will exist on this TV. If the code behind the TV doesn't exist itself. You see it says Kitisa, it says Lev Aharon. It means there's a code that exists behind it that keeps it going. So you might see this physical world and see this, I don't see any difference. But just behind this TV, how there exists a code, this physical world, the code is the Shemaim. And the Torah, when you learn it, the things you're doing and the noise you're making up there, you don't know. So the only thing that will keep you going is learning Torah. No matter what it is, Baruch Hashem, we have 7 rabbis going to America, some going to Miami to help the boys.
If you continue learning Torah, you'll be successful during this Ben Azmanim, and this is just a microcosm. The real game is your whole life. Torah is the ikar. It's not just like one of the boys said. It's not a 1 or 2 year program. It's a continuous thing, and just know that 99% of truth is a 100% sheker. So just remember, the Torah is a met, and there's no mix matching. You might have your tests. You have to just keep pushing through and sticking to the truth and the ikar, and everything is really just white light. You take a light and put it through a prism, it reflects out as rainbow, and that's what it is. Everything is just all the white light of Hashem, and we're seeing it all in a different expression. But learning the Torah is the ikar. Pray to Hashem, ask Him to get through your challenges. Open up your heart to Him. You see, like you boys, you don't even realize what you're saying. How you came here a few months ago, and you're all now talking about Torah and your refinement, all that. And the rabbis see the same process year after year. So that's a constant. That's truth. And we're like the interchanging interval that you like. Just keep learning Torah, and I give you all the blessing, to keep doing Ratzon Hashem, inspire the people around you, and I love all of you guys, So I love you guys.
Yeah, let's go. 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, let's go. That doesn't matter, Yo, stop being so strict.
We're good here. I want to start off by saying when I first came to Lev, I learned a lot. In the beginning, the first 3 months, I really learned a lot. I learned how to party hard. I learned how to drink hard. I learned how to stay out late, come back early, pray, figure it out, sleep throughout the day, wake up at 4 o'clock. 3 months, 4 months into school, you're thinking like, you FaceTime your parents, you call your family. I want to go home. I want to get out of this place. And then no one shouted out the roommates that you have. I was thinking about my family in New York. I'm not thinking about the family I have right over here. I'm sitting here in my room with my family right over here that made me stay. I was going to go home Chanukah time and not come back until I realized the family I have here. I'm going to start off my shout-outs, my bar mitzvah shout-outs over here with Rabbi Dorchai. The guy does so much for this yeshiva. He starts the day. Without him, we have nothing. Yeah. Then I want to shout out Rabbi Potash for throwing down every single stupid comment I've ever thrown out there. Thank you so much. I want to shout out Rabbi Salem for showing me the right way to read the Torah. Let me speak. Let me speak. Shub, come on. Give me my speech, please. And I just want to say thank you for inviting me to such a family here, such a real connection to Hashem that we built. And thank you very much. Short and sweet.
Next speaker.
Give me 2 minutes.
Rabbi Korban, let's go. Yalla, step up.
Alright, so I just came a month ago. They won't understand. I'd like to give a big thank you to Rabbi Elazar for taking me a month ago. Thank you, Rabbi. I'd like to say something that's happened in the past month. Let's start before that. A lot of people know who I was before I came here, and a couple of years ago. Huh? They thought they knew. And I wasn't the best kid. I wasn't the best in class in any of my schools. And I went through some problems. And then I met this guy. His name is Rabbi Avi Salem. And the other one. And it was a Sunday night. We were both, chilling over a cup of vodka. And he goes to me, "Do you want to go to Israel?" Now, as a joke, I said, yes. I hated the thought of going to Yeshiva in Israel. I thought it wouldn't be a nice year. I thought it'd just be a waste of my time. I'd rather work and make money, get married, start my life. Monday morning, he calls me He said, Joe, you're meeting with Rabbi Amar today. I meet with Rabbi Amar. And he told me, he's got to speak it over with, Rabbi Liniado. And we'll see how we go from there. The next morning, which was Monday morning, Monday night, my rabbi calls me. He goes to me, you have a flight booked for tomorrow at 5 p.m. I was like, are you serious? That's not even 24 hours. How in the world am I going to Israel in 24 hours? Well, that happened. I get to the airport and I said, oh, what am I getting into? It's going to be black hat. I'm going to get forced to get up and learn. And, unfortunately, I was not religious. And then I get to the airport and I see Rabbi Amar. Rabbi Amar goes, I'm not sure exactly what the conversation was about. And right away, I knew I was going to like the yeshiva. No problem. Just to show you guys how it's a sign from Hashem. We're walking past TSA, me and Rabbi Amar are catching up. And we get past TSA, and Rabbi Amar goes to me, you know what would be funny? If we end up sitting next to each other. And guess what? He booked his flight 2.5 months before we flew, and mine was booked within 24 hours. And somehow, in some way, all from Hashem, we ended up sitting next to each other. That, Rabbi Amar, thank you so much. It was a great flight. I would like to give a big thank you to Dorchai. Unfortunately, in Brooklyn and for the past 18 years of my life, thank you, Dorchai. For the past 18 years of my life, I was not keeping Shabbat, unfortunately. I didn't know what I was missing out on. So Dorchai wakes me up one morning, tells me about a little bit of, some type of incentive or whatever. I don't even remember what it was. I said, there's no possible way. I'm too addicted to nicotine, and I'm just bored without my phone, unfortunately. He goes to me, he said, let me ask you another question. He said, do you keep Yom Kippur? I said, yes. Without him saying anything, it snapped in my head. If I could do it on Yom Kippur, what's so hard to do it again? I could just do it on Shabbat. So I said, you know what? Let me give it a try this first Shabbat, which was 3 weeks ago. And Baruch Hashem, we kept 3 Shabbats in the past 3 weeks. And, thank you so much. I would like to thank Rabbi Dayan. Rabbi Dayan definitely helped me through that first Shabbat, 100%. I would like to thank Rabbi Uri for the Purim Mesiba. The power punch was amazing. Mega Mike, I'd love to thank. I'd love to thank Ohad. Why do I want to thank Ohad? I would like to thank Ohad for the pack of velos he gave me on the first Shabbat. Rabbi Potash, thank you. All the other rabbis, Rabbi Landsman, Rabbi Landsman, Allah was amazing. It could not have been better. Landesman, Landspop. I wish I could remember the night of the bar, but I'm sure everybody knows what happened. Rabbi Kavanah, I would like to thank you so much. Rabbi Salem, hope you remember my name. Samti, Toda Rabba. Rabbi Yishai, thank you so much. Thank you. I'd like to say one more thing. And I don't think this is right against just one more thing. I don't think this is right against the Torah to say it. but I am really jealous of all of you that you guys were here for a full year, and unfortunately I was only here for a month. Keep on steiging, keep on learning, and Be'ezrat Hashem, I will see you in summer's month.
Ray, step up.
Where's the big Yankee cap? Where's the big Yankee cap?
I want to give a little backstory on how I really ended up in Israel. You know, I'm standing in front of a room of 100 boys that I did not know a single one of you guys. I knew a couple of you guys, but at a very basic level. I went to school with some of you guys, but I never really connected at a deeper level with a lot of the guys in this room until this year. I met a great new group of friends, boys who support me and just want to see me grow and continue to do better. So thank you to room 2, room 5, and Mike, room 7. Albert Sweat, thank you also. I came here last year on a trip in March, and the Lev guys from last year came and they saw the Hillel boys, and the only thing they just couldn't stop speaking about how good Lev was. Every conversation was Lev is the place, Lev is where you need to be, Lev is home, and I got inspired by it. You know, at the time I didn't really want to come to Israel. I was like, I'm gonna go work, I'm gonna go to school. Israel wasn't really in the picture. Then after that trip, I got inspired. I came back in May, and I came with my brother, and I came to visit Lev. I walked into Lev at Arbit time. I saw a Beit Midrash full of 150 boys praying their heart out. I saw guys crying. I saw guys. I saw praying that I've never seen before. And you know, I walked out of that Beit Midrash. I prayed Arbit with them. You know, I finished my Amidah in a minute, and I turned around, and then after 5 minutes later, Alenu L'Shabbat is happening. And I see a guy in the corner who is crying his heart out, and he's still going. And I was like, I want that. That looks insane. I want to connect. I want to, you know, I want that same level of prayer and growth that guy had. So after coming in May, I knew that the only place for me was Lev Aharon. I signed up. You know, I came solo. All my friends went to a different school. I came solo, and you know, everything worked out. I want to give a couple just quick thank yous to Rabbi Elazar. I want to thank you for opening this school. You changed thousands of boys' lives. I can say that on behalf of all the boys in here, we're all changed guys. You changed my life, and you're always going to have an impact on my life. So thank you so much for everything that you do for all the boys. I want to thank a very special guy, Rabbi Brown. Rabbi Brown and I finished around 2 hours ago my second Ta'anit. You know, this year was a lot of up and downs with Rabbi Brown. You know, I took 7 vacations. You know, I didn't want to get out of bed. I wanted to brain rot. He always came, ripped me out of my bed, screamed Torah at me, and you know, we finished it. And I just want to thank Rabbi Brown for pushing me and continuing me to grow and finishing the Masechah with me. Rabbi Potash, thank you so much for everything. Rabbi Malka, Rabbi Polak, Rabbi Uri, you're an inspiration. Nick and Mike, thank you to all the boys in this room. And I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to spend the last 7 months with you guys. Yeah! You want to stop screaming so I can talk? Thank you. I want to thank all you guys for the last 7 months. I'm thankful that I got to spend the time with you guys. And Zat Hashem will all be here with Mashiach and all continue to grow. Amen. Torah, Torah, Torah.
Next.
So first of all, I want to say thank you to Hashem for putting me into this yeshiva. I had a rough decision making of which yeshiva I was going to, and Baruch Hashem, I was able to decide that this was the right place for me. I want to share with you guys 3 things that I learned from this place. The first thing that I learned from this place is I grew up as I was always like internally a person who got into a room and read the whole room, read each guy, decided who they are, and just decided what type of person they are without even knowing them. Oh, this guy's a Rasha Merusha, Kofer, Apikor, this guy's a Tzaddik, this guy's a this. Whatever, that was me. Okay? That was how I was. But after I walked into this place and I saw guys who came from different backgrounds, and they had different types of hardships that I had, but they still doing the things that they're doing, and I'm so inspired by it. Guys came from things that I wouldn't even imagine how I would deal with that, and these guys are still standing, still doing what they're doing, still believing in Hashem, still coming to Yeshiva to learn, and it's something that made me change. And now when I walk into a room, everyone's somebody and everyone's someone special. So I thank the Yeshiva for helping me learn that, and specifically Rabbi Avin for giving me that lesson. Another thing that I wanted to think that I learned in this yeshiva is that I came to Rabbi Kamenovich a few weeks into yeshiva and I asked him, Rabbi, how am I supposed to utilize my time here? What should I do? I wanted a paper telling me do this, and you'll be fine. Rabbi Kamenovich told me one line very simply: just go. Keep to your sedarim. Keep to doing the things that you're doing. Keep to your learning. Just stick to what you're doing and you'll go very far. And exactly what Rabbi Kamenovich said happened. So thank you, Rabbi, for pushing me to do that. And the last thing that, among the many things that I learned from Lev Aharon, is I was always a nervous type of person, no patience, wanting everything to happen that second, a very big perfectionist, never wanted anything to go wrong, always to the plan, to the T, everything like that. Love you. And a very holy person who I love very much, Rabbi Nisim Salem, helped me realize that I don't have to be like that. It says in the pasuk I read in the Betzalel on Chavot Avot, he says Gam ki elech begetz hamavet lo irara ra ki ata imadi. That pasuk just blew my mind. Even when I go through the gates of death, I'm not going to be scared because Hashem, you're with me. I've went through many things, and I wish I had this pasuk in my life at all times. But having it now, this year, it changed me so much. Because now I'm able to just, when something happens, yes, I will get nervous at the first few seconds, but after the voice comes into my head with the pasuk, relax. Hashem's here, Hashem's with you. And with the help of Rabbi Adam's Tefillah class, I was able to see that clearly. I pray for things and things just come. From the bottom of my heart, they just come. They work out exactly how I wanted it to come out. Not because Hashem listens to me, or because if I ask I get, but because I ask it from the bottom of my heart, and it's l'shem shamayim. It's only truly to do the right thing. And last but not least, two more. But I like to thank all the boys in my room, every single one of you. Mal Cohen, first of all, you have grown tremendously. I never saw something. Alfred Esses, beyond no words could describe how much you've grown, no matter what you've been through, no matter how much you fought to get here. You took your time seriously, and you made it yours. You made it yours. Ron Yadis, you're the best. That's all I have to say. You're the best. You grew tremendously. The way you think now, the way you act, the way you treat other people, opening up, always friendly to everyone. You're the best. And Abraham, you're just always the happiest guy, always hyping up the boys, always making sure we're in a good time. Even at 3 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep so I can wake up for Shachri, you're still making sure I'm happy and smiling. And to the Maggin boys, I love you guys so much. You guys even though we didn't grow up together, but every single one of you, I feel like I built a very close friendship with every single one of you. You guys are really tremendous boys with the biggest hearts, friendly to everyone, and just the best there is. Really, the best there is. Last, I'd like to thank every single rabbi, Rabbi Elazar, my rabbi, Rabbi Abensor, Rabbi Menajed. The thing you do is tremendous, tremendous.
Achitov, Mashtal say Achitov.
And Rabbi Franco for always giving me a good morning, a smile in the morning. Rabbi Potash for always just being with the boys and making me feel like I'm always a part of the boys. And Rabbi Malka for making sure I'm up in the morning and coming to my room to wake me up, no matter how many times I don't wake up. Rabbi Rosenbaum for always giving me the biggest hug I ever need. Rabbi Dorchai for being my rock throughout this year, just pushing me forward when we're doing the PGP, just showing me that I'm strong and I can keep on going. Rabbi Uri for being the biggest, most sweet person I ever met in my life. Nigga Mike for always making sure I have everything I need. If I was in the hospital or if something happened or whatever happened, the rabbi helped me. He came, he picked me up, whatever it was. Rabbi Abi Nissim, we never learned together, but I still feel like we're the closest there ever is. Exactly, Lev in London. Rabbi Morgan, you're amazing. The impact that you had on boys just sticks with me. Rabbi Ishai, never had each other, but I love you so much. And Rabbi Amar, I love you so much, Rabbi. All the hugs that you give me are the best hugs I ever get. And Rabbi Susi for every morning saying good morning, and for all the Malav and Malkas that we had. And all the rabbis in the office, Rabbi Berger, Rabbi Kessler for helping me through the visa process, under the rug, whatever we had to go through. Obviously, Cap Landsman, obviously. That wasn't a question. And his brother, Rabbi Moshe Landsman, for being a sweetheart. I love you. I love all the rabbis. I love Shub. I love everyone. I don't want to take up everyone's time. I love all of you. Thank you so much.
Step up to the plate.
You gotta video it. You gotta video it, like.
Yeah, of course, everybody.
Get ready! Get ready!
Yeah, I wrote a kind of long speech, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. The beauty of Lev Aharon is that it tailors to every student's needs. Each person comes in a completely unique being, and no matter who he is, you'll find friends that'll last his lifetime. I've heard people call Lev the United Nations. You have niggas from France, Italy, Panama City, anywhere. You'll find rabbis that you can really connect with and just build relationships that'll last you for life. And you not only will grow in Torah, but you'll grow as a person as well. And that's where I really see the growth. I see everybody just growing as people. None of this would be possible without the tireless work from the Rosh Yeshiva and all of the faculty members. I would sit here expressing my gratitude to every single rabbi, but I'd take up another 20 minutes doing that because I have so many good things to say. One of my favorite things about Lev is the approach they take to everybody's growth. They don't force you to do anything. They let everybody grow at their own pace, and I see for sure that is the best method to growth. Because you see people wanting to come, get Hajj, whatever, do this, you get sick of it. That's the real way to grow. I want to tell a story. Earlier in the year, we heard sirens. This is my first time ever hearing any type of siren. I was a little scared, but not so much. My parents, on the other hand, they got worried. They said, Ray, we really want you to book the next flight home. Come home for a couple of weeks, and then you'll come back when things are calm. I was fine with this. I said, okay, whatever, it is what it is. Kibud Avayim, I'll go home, I'll be fine, I'll come back. This is right after Rosh Hashanah, I believe. The following Shabbat, I'm talking to a couple of my Shana Bet friends, and they were telling me how much they had felt bad. They really tried to convince me to stay, because when they last year had left after October 7th, they felt bad for how much Torah they had missed. They said, even these 2 weeks that I'm missing, who knows if I'll come back, and even if I do come back, I'm still missing Torah. They really tried convincing me very hardly to come back to Lev. I said, whatever, I'll be fine, 2 weeks, heck yeah, whatever. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized I'll just stay in Lev.
So the second Shabbat ended here. I'm going to every rabbi trying to get the news. What's up? Is there a ceasefire? What's going on? I really wanted to push my dad to let me stay. After Shabbat ended in Deal, I spoke with my dad. Unfortunately, all the conviction, even Henry spoke with him on the phone for like 10 minutes, tried to convince him. But he said to come home. I said, okay. I accepted it. I started packing, went to say bye to the boys, and I start walking downstairs, and I see a text on my phone, you can stay. Out of nowhere. It was from Hashem. I looked at this as a wake-up call from Hashem to really just lock in and try my hardest. Now, yes, there have been days I'll wake up at 4 p.m. or I won't go to every class. I'm not proud of that. But nobody's perfect, and you have to look at these mistakes and these mishaps in your life to really learn and grow from them and use it as motivation for the future. To anybody who truly recognizes how much you've grown, because every single person here has grown, whether you admit it or not. But to anybody to people who do recognize that, my message is to keep going, hold on to what you've learned, and try your hardest not to fall when you go back home. To anybody who doesn't feel so accomplished, go home, have a relaxing break, and come back summer zman with a fresh mindset and try your hardest. You're going to be in an environment with everybody locking in. Be one of those people too. Hope I can see you all summer zman, and I'm very proud to call you all part of my family. Thank you. A cousin. I'm sorry.
Hello everyone. I'm really not one to speak, so I'm going to keep it quick. I just thought it was important to give Hakarat Tov to all the rabbis, show everyone how appreciative I am. So I'll start with Rabbi Rosenbaum. Thank you so much for everything. You've always been there for me, always helped me with everything. Thank you, Rabbi Moshe Landsman. I don't think he gets enough appreciation from all the boys. Help us all. Thank you so much. Rabbi Morgan, my morning rabbi, thank you so much. Thank you everyone, all the boys, all the rabbis, Rabbi Shu, Rabbi Ishai, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate everything. Zrat Hashem Summer Zman. Looking forward.
Torahs, but I want to start off with my appreciation first. Rabbi Lanyado, helping me with open arms. And not really looking to punish, but more looking to find a solution to when helping a student. Of course, Rabbi Amar, I've dealt with a lot, helped me with these things, small and around. It's kind of unfortunate, my Rabbi Edelman isn't here right now, because he deserves the most. But what I could do is give a little thanks to Rabbi Salmani for setting me up with him. With the first week, Rabbi Salmani was like, I think you should go to Rabbi Edelman's class. And I'm like, are you crazy? And he's like, trust. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. Rabbi Shu, my night Seder class, amazing. Only time I went to night Seder. And of course, my Baruch to the baby boy. I don't really have much else to say, but thank you, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you summers, man. Let's do it.
I got you the credits for Rabbi Edelman.
Wow.
Oh, yo.
Mic me up. Alright. Just want to give a few words. First of all, of course, Hakarat Tov to the rabbis, all the rabbis. Special shout out to Rabbi Evan Sor, my rock. Evan Sor, my rock. Love you, Rob. This whole week, I was just like looking around and I was like, it's coming to an end. I felt it like creeping up and I felt like I was ready, like I was counting down the hours. And then this morning I woke up and I was like, yo, it's crazy, like not real. I can't believe we're leaving. My last shachrit this morning, my last mincha just now. Sorry, of winter's month. And something that I wanted to talk about is just basically what is true happiness? How could we get true happiness? Everybody, I'm sure, wants to be happy. What is that? And something my rabbi told me, we were talking about it. There's a pasuk, it goes, Shaviti Hashem V'Nigdi Tamid Kimini Ba'emot, and Lachen Samach Lebi. When you're with Hashem, when you're constantly thinking about Hashem, constantly doing the right things, you pass one test and it's hard, you pass another test, it's harder. And every time people are going to try to bring you down, people are going to try to get you to go with them. And it's like, every time, eventually you're just going to feel better. And again, you're going to be with Hashem. And once you're with Hashem, that's how you can finally be happy. I just want to say, boys, you know, it's been a crazy year. A lot of ups, some downs, but, you know, really it's just crazy to look around and see how everybody grew. And, like, besides for myself, that I see in myself something different, I look around at my friends or people I never even spoke to before in my life, and I just see, like, people have found meaning to their lives. They came in, including myself, came in with nothing, didn't know what we were even living for, and there's just a new purpose to wake up every day. There's a new purpose to pick yourself up out of bed and do something with your life. Instead of just going, you know, we used to think happiness was money, happiness was this tava, that tava. It's not real, it's not the ikad. And boys, I want to thank each and every one of the boys, of course the rabbis, but the boys especially, for every time I was down on myself, I looked around and I saw everyone just steiging, locked in, and it just kept me able to stay straight. I want to call up our next speaker, Jimmy Muvazev, birthday boy.
Alright, wow. First off, I really want to give a big thanks to each and every rabbi from A to Z. The rabbis really devote their lives to us, leaving their wives, leaving their children at home, just for us. All they want to see is for us to grow, and I want to give a big round of applause for all the rabbis here. And a special shout out to the rabbis I mainly learn with every day, Rabbi Salem, Rabbi Potash, Rabbi Adam. From the moment I wake up, Rabbi Salem, the days I don't want to learn, the days I don't want to go minyan, Rabbi Salem is peeking out my door. I'm on one side, I flip over my bed, and the rabbi's right there in my face. The rabbi really has a wisdom that I really learned from over the last 7 months. He really taught me, and I'm proud to learn about my come out with him. And next time to Rabbi Potash, the phone incentive really put me in a whole different mindset. Also learning every night my call with the boys, Leon, Veda, Yosef, new addition Ronnie. Oh, Rob, I don't have enough thanks. I could go on for days about this. Rob, thank you so much. And Rabbi Adam, really, you're a tefillah class every day. Tefillah used to be a burden for me. I used to wake up every morning and be like, oh, I have to go to minyan, I have to do this. After your class, I really realized the warmth I have for tefillah. I went in every day to pray. I was like, wow, I'm so lucky to pray 3 times a day. How could I miss this? How could I not love this? And Rob, thank you so much. Now back to me. When I first came into Lev, I was really focused on 2 main things where I wanted to grow. I wanted to love to learn and love to pray. In Brooklyn and in Deal, yeah, I would go to minyan, I would learn, but it wasn't because I had love for it. It was always a burden to me. My parents wanted me to go, I would do it for my rabbi, so he's happy. But once you come to Lev, you see all the rabbis, how much dedication they have to each and every one of us. Their warmth for the Torah is really showing each and every one of us what we really have to do every single day. And I really want to thank every rabbi here, every kid here for showing us the love for the Torah. And also transitioning back, going back to where we came from, leaving this place. We have big challenges. Every day we're going to have another nisayon. It's probably the toughest nisayon we're ever going to go through. And every day we read the pasuk in Birkat Hamazon. Baruch HaGever asher yiftach b'Adonai v'haya Adonai miftacho. What does that mean? Blessed is the man that has bitachon in Hashem, and Hashem becomes his trust, his faith. You know, in life we go through ups and downs. Be'ezrat Hashem, only ups. But we realize that the bitachon, through all the bad that happens, we have to know that everything happens for a reason. Good or bad, the bad is also good. We have to realize that. And once you get to that level, Hashem's going to realize, wow, you're on this level of bitachon. Let me put my faith into you. Throughout everything you do in life, Hashem's going to be there with you. Yad Hashem's going to be with you throughout your life. And lastly, I really want to thank all the boys for making this year the best year of my life. And I really realized that Lev Aharon is not a 1-year program. It's not a 2-year program, maybe 3, maybe 4. It's not. It's for the rest of your life. It really has an everlasting effect. I love you all, boys. Safe flight. See you summer's time. Torah, Torah, Torah.